What is up, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench Repeat, the series that you put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint along with me. Life is still pretty chaotic for me right now, but I haven't painted in about 4 weeks, so I'm painting this afternoon. I'm doing a couple hours of painting, so I deserve it. I think I deserve it. Sometimes, you know, it just gets the better of you when you've been away for it so long. I've been painting like domestically, DIY for so long. I need to hobby paint now because I'm forgetting what it's like. I need the therapy. So without further ado, let's get to the bench. So grab your glues, brushes, models, paints, whatever you need, and let's go. Right, working on these dead men here, and working on flesh for them. Sorry, there's a fan going in the background. Sorry about that, but that's life. I need the fan because it's so damn hot. Right, what I am thinking, okay, character brush I will use to apply the paint. Oh, I'll mix it with this, whatever. Right, so I'm going to do a combination of Caucasian and darker skin tones here. So I'll have this one, I think, as a darker skin tone. So let's start with some Doomball Brown for him. Gonna get that one going. Got to shape my paints real good because, like I say, I haven't been out here for weeks except to pack boxes. Can you believe that? Yeah. I mean, it's sad, but it's also exciting. I mean, this is going to make a fantastic office for somebody. But, yeah. Life goes on, and so do I. So I've got to move. You know, I've got to move with it. So Doomball Brown as a skin tone. Probably a bit light, but it will darken down with some Agrax Earthshade. Far too much as well. Okay. But yeah, so the bits and pieces that you will see me painting either here or in my new studio will be a case of their elements that are going to be in my games. Alright, so what do dead men, I mean, they don't have to be dead, do they? They could be just unconscious, so think of it that way. Dead men, what could they be? And the answer really is, well, they're going to be crew of a ship, basically. Alright, so I'll tell you that much. Part of the crew is what they're going to be. And yeah, it's just a case of, well, and I might actually leave it up to the dice to decide whether they're alive or dead, or whether any of them are alive or dead. Or, I might, do individual roles for them. I mean, but for now, they're just elements that I need. And I think that's going to be cool. Oh, he's got boots on, that guy. Yeah, so is there going to be a nautical theme? Well, it's going to have a nautical element. Let's just say that. Well, there will be in one of my games, one of my campaigns. There will be a nautical element. Say no more. Can't actually see if he's shirtless or not, this dude, so we'll just make him so. But he's definitely got boots on. So he's going to die. He's going to die with his boots on. Okay. Well, that's enough of that colour, quite frankly. Let's do some Cardic flesh. Similar to Bugman's Glow, but not. And I've got another 3 of these to do, but some of them have got 2, or one of them's got 2 bodies on, so that's going to be interesting. Alright, so here we go. Now this stuff is pretty thin already. P3. Don't really need to thin it down. So here we are. And they start coming to life more when you've well, this is the fellow whose hand I broke. I can see that, I remember that many weeks ago. Might not seem as many weeks for you guys because I had so many episodes in advance all in the bag. It was kind of cool. And I've missed this week's On the Bench. Schedule was just far too busy, but we'll get back on track, you know. So, you know, I'm not going to talk about what's happened with my relative, but I can talk about, or I want to talk about what's happening with moving. Yeah, I don't want to talk about, you know, my relative dying and what's happening with that. It's just morbid, and I don't feel it would serve any purpose. So it's certainly not going to bring them back, is it? There you go. I thank you all for your lovely messages. Really nice. Really heartfelt. Means a lot, really does. And sadly it's not my first loss, but doesn't make it any easier. But the move, that's what we're interested in right now. The move is where it's at. I'm excited to go to Seaton. Boy, am I. Do you know, there was one of the first places we ever saw in Seaton, before we went there even, it was this masonette, a 2-story, was it 3-story masonette, and the attic room was it was brilliant. The conversion of the attic was such that it could have served as a work area and a hobby area. It was like, wow, that is so cool. It's difficult to see which bits on here. Do you know, I think that fellow is dark of skin because he's got dreadlocks. I mean, Yes, Caucasians have dreadlocks too, I know. But in a fantasy setting, more than likely, he would have a darker skin. And that would be more fitting for the setting, I think. So give this fellow some darker skin. So I think our problem when we're looking for properties is, you know, obviously we look and think, oh, there's nothing in our price range, but there is. If you're prepared to accept that, well, okay, there's a property there in our price range. No, it doesn't have everything we want yet, but does it have the potential to add it at a later date? For instance, there was one place we were looking at, is this apartment which had 2 bathrooms, and we don't need 2 bathrooms. So we could have had one knocked into the other and made into another room, turning it from a 2-bedroom into a 3-bedroom. You know, little things like that. So we can do that sort of thing. You know, we'll have enough funding to be able to do that. So that's working out right. Bugman's Glow, you gotta love it. Bugman's Glow. Thin that one down. What time are we at? Ooh, 13 minutes in. Nice, we're making good progress, folks. Good progress. This is really helping me out, you see. That's pretty difficult to see what's going on with this dude. I think that's hands, not a glove. Well, it is now. So guys, it's been so long since I've been able to do this. Or I'll say he might have only missed a week or 2, I don't know. But what's happening with you guys? What's anything new? What are you working on now? Tell me that. Do tell. Because it distracts me from things. There! Ta-da! Done. My slaves are done, skin-wise. So, let's have a look at these bad boys. Right. I think we'll do ropes next because they've all got ropes. Is it ratkin flesh? Yeah, rack-half flesh. But I'm not sure if I've yeah, I've got one open. I have got one open. So rack-half flesh for the win. That's a nice lot. Big dollop there. Big healthy dollop of rack-half flesh. And plenty of water. So when I move to Seaton, my nearest city will be Exeter. Right, that's the Roman city, really, isn't it? Exeter, with lots of Roman ruins and remains and this, that, and the other. So there's some history there, and that's a different type of history. So I will be going there at some point too. I haven't explored the new Games Workshop, or sorry, Warhammer World, or whatever it's called, Warhammer Shop, Warhammer Store. You know what I mean. They don't call them Games Workshop stores anymore, do they? Just Warhammer Store. But the one in Exeter moved. It moved, and when it moved, it became a Warhammer Store. It was Games Workshop. This fellow, all tied up here. My wife and daughter just going to get their hair done right now. They need something to sort of cheer themselves up a bit, because we're all trying to distract ourselves, keep busy, but it wears you out. So I just, I don't have as much energy to begin with. That's that one done. I'll just pop them over there. Pop them out of the way when I'm done, because I know where I am then. Yeah, I just don't have the energy. Get to the point where I'm just going to collapse, Done some really good work on our home, though. I'm proud of it. We've done amazing, really, given the time scale. So these figures I'm painting now, I just thought they could come in handy from a role-playing perspective. I don't have them in mind for anything, but as I say, when you're using a mythic emulator, you just don't know. Anything could happen. Be nice to live by the sea. I could make so many videos in so many beautiful locations in the Seaton. The gardens alone, or the nature reserve, so much potential there, and I can't wait to use it. Oh, someone's coming in there. It's just my wife telling me she's home. I gotta say though, this I need this. I really need this. This is so much therapy. People just don't understand the value of the therapy that this hobby can give you. It's these poor slaves are don't know what they could be about to be sacrificed. It could be anything, couldn't it? It could be, it could be player characters that end up captured and stuff. Yeah, as I was saying, so many beautiful locations to film in Seaton, and I want to film. There's some where I want to film because they mean a lot to me from a nostalgia point of view as well. And my plan is to be doing some Q&As, some P&Qs in some of the beautiful locations that are there. Really looking forward to it, Imagine with the waves lashing against the shore. Just be awesome. Especially if I'm somewhere like where I used to go as a child. Imagine that. That'd be so awesome. So awesome. My wife has just told me I need to bring in the plants that I took out earlier today. Took these house plants out from inside because we're having some photos done of the house. And because we were so organised, he didn't have to stay that long, really. Took all the measurements of the rooms and that as well, which was good. I think he said it's just, you know, that they're only going to be rough measurements. As a guide, you know. Yeah, it's going to be good. I am super looking forward to it. It's going to take me about a year or two, at least, to get into a routine, I think. With it. Yeah, it'll take me that long to get into the swing of what I'm doing, you know, and you know, you need to get to know your home as well, don't you, so that you can do stuff. Right, I think we're good. Skin done. Okay, now that's done. Now that's done. That's good. Now to look at these chappies here. I think the varnish is done on my German, so that's good. They're good to go. That's awesome. Pop them somewhere. Before I do that, let's get some Agric Surfshade on to these fellows here. Or at least these three darker skin tones here. Right, that's that one. At the end of the day, these are just props, really. These here, not even scattered terrain. You know, they're just little props that are going to be used and utilised in my games. And that's good. There we are, that's those ones done. Now I've got to do the Caucasian skin tones. Do I have Reichland Flesh Shade? Yes, I do. That's the one I'm going for. So this is for the wash, the skin tone wash that we're going to apply here. I mean, if there is a nautical theme going on here, and there's no reason to deny that, alright, it would stand to reason that they'd be pretty sun-beaten, weather-worn, you know? Stand to reason. So, You know, the sun would be beating down on them on the ship. Okay. Nearly put my brush in my coffee mug then, but there's no coffee in it, so that's alright. That's alright. It's nice with the fan going here. Right, so next time I'll be working on their clothing. And the slaves, I could do I'm gonna do a AgroXL shade on the ropes. Can do that. I can do that. This is Racar Flesh. This is the paint my first go-to for doing purity seals, really. That's that. All the big ones. The big one. I got some good role-playing stuff for the future, guys. So keep a lookout for that. Got some real good stuff coming up. How did these guys get caught as slaves? Who knows? Oh, I've just had a thought. There is another element to my campaign which I'm not going to talk about it, but I've just thought how slaves could form part of that story. Yeah. Right. This is pretty exciting. Of course, once all this is, all my paints and everything is all packed up, ready to go, I'll be like bereft. The last few weeks in Plymouth are going to be hard. Not having a hobby. At least I can still. Oh, forgot these guys, didn't I? Damn it. Need to get their ropes done. Bonds that are tied to this tree. I'll tell you my, because it might not happen for a very long time, so I'll tell you some of the elements that's going to happen in my campaign. And it might not be all the same campaign, but there is going to be a gladiatorial arena and gladiators at some point. So it would stand to reason that there would be slaves, doesn't it? It stands to reason. Like, you know, the Roman times and that, all their gladiators were slaves, weren't they? So it's got a loincloth on there. So I'm painting that in the same colour as I am his ropes. And I shall do the same for this one too. Once I'm finished here, pack up. I've also done a behind the scenes video today, which is quite cool. Glad I was able to do that. And I've got my Seaton footage to I've put some of it together, but I really want to get that out as a video for you all as well. I was hoping Mrs. Mini Warzone might be able to join me in some of the commentary on that, but I really don't think she's going to be up for it right now. So I'll do that one alone, and that's okay. Life is pretty tough right now, emotionally, you know. Pretty tough, but we do have things to keep us going. Like, I've got my hobby, and we've both got the thought of moving to Seaton. True, certain recent events have sort of buffed the shine down to a bit of a matte finish at the moment, but it's not deterred us. Yeah, there we are. There we go. Don't know why I put the lid on that, because I'll be needing it in a minute. I was thinking it was the Rakoff flash and it wasn't. Grr. That's the other thing with the fan blowing. Stuff dries really quickly. I mean, really quickly. Yeah. Right, I was going to have that. But now, my Outriders. I could put some. Oh, need some more. Need some more metal work done on those guys. Put my Rakoff flash away and my Bergman's glow. Let's get. Looking for lead belcher, and I found it. Let's turn that upside down. I know I don't have to be tight with these lids, but just for ease right now. Ooh, yeah. Put a bit of water with that. A bit more. I've seen some houses and properties for sale on my old street, same road I grew up in as a child. That's cool. I mean, that would be odd, but very cool. Yeah, I'd like it. I mean, I could have ended up in one of these houses as a child. It just happens to be, you know, my parents bought a different house. What would be amazing is if that one came up on the market. The house I grew up in. Oh, can't tell you. I can't tell you what that would be like. Yeah, life is pretty, well, strange is an understatement. Very much an understatement. Because to say it was odd just doesn't do it justice, you know. It's one thing. I mean, I knew we had a lot of DVDs. You never realise quite how many you've got until you're going to sort them out, pack them away or whatever. But my goodness, A lot of them I think we can get rid of. That might not happen until after we've moved because we just don't have time right now. Yeah, it's just a time factor, you know. Keeping certain ones, Lord of the Rings, you know, the Star Wars, all the classics. And I'm keeping ones that I deem as classics in my mind as well. Stuff like Hard Times with Charles Bronson. Oh man, that is a real classic. Yeah, it really is. Right, so that's that one. Yeah. And Casino with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. Oh yeah. I got Goodfellas as well. I haven't seen that recently yet. I before we were moving, I got it because I'd seen it years ago, and I know I liked it. I thought that's a classic as well. Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, and Robert De Niro again, I believe. Yeah, they play the parts of the mafia so well. Because Joe Pesci, and he is of Italian descent, so Italian families. Yes, he is not mafia though. I believe his family were like their background was hairdressing, barbers, and that, you know. I believe. I can certainly pull off the accent and the dialogue so well for that type of movie. It's just incredible. Well, looking at it, I might be able to get some good games of 40k in at Seaton when I get there. In the nerd shop, they got some good tables set up there. Oh, it's looking pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. There's a purity seal on this fellow. Go down the Rackar flesh route again in a moment. I probably won't go the full hour here, but oh man, guys, this has been so wonderful. Such a wonderful change from the norm. Awesome. There we go. I think I can oh no, it's not that one, it's this one. Put the Agrax F shade on this one now. That's what I was going to do. Put it on the loincloths for now. Yeah. I believe we got pasta for tea. And I'm cool with that. Yeah, I've done a nice lot today. Because I've also varnished my Germans there already now. Just got to find a spot for those to go in, or a box to pack them away in so they can be packed away. I'm not going to do that now. I've got 51 minutes. I'm going to zoom out, glasses off and zoom out. There we are, guys. So that's been really nice, really wonderful I've really appreciated this time painting along with you, watching there, and I've got a nice lot of stuff done that will help me towards the clear up and the pack up and eventually the move. Exciting stuff. So let me know what you're working on below. Let me know if you've ever had to move your your man cave stuff or your hobby stuff yourself, and how did it go, what any pitfalls I need to look out for and things like that. So thanks so much for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I will see you guys on another video, and bye for now. Bye bye.